Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we're going to be talking about a major update for seniors, retirees, and anyone receiving Social Security or SSDI benefits. Now, if you're already subscribed, you probably know how much we love diving into topics that affect your financial security and future. Well, today we've got some big news that could mean a huge boost to your retirement income, up to $5,600 coming in as part of a new initiative. Yes, you heard that right, up to $5,600. If you've been following the news, you know that Social Security and SSDI funds are about to see a major increase. But how exactly does this work? What does it mean for you? And most importantly, how can you get your hands on this check tomorrow? Stick around, because we're diving deep into all the details, and I promise you won't want to miss out on this info. So grab a cup of coffee, make yourself comfortable, and let's jump into it. Before we get into the specifics of the $5,600 retirement boost check that's coming tomorrow, let's take a moment to talk about Social Security and SSDI, why they're so important and how they impact the lives of millions of seniors across the country. As many of you know, Social Security is one of the most crucial programs in the United States. It helps provide a financial safety net for retirees, disabled individuals, and survivors of workers who have passed away. For seniors, Social Security payments are often the primary source of income in retirement. Without it, many would struggle to cover their living expenses, medical bills, and everyday costs. That's why when any news about changes or boosts in Social Security or SSDI comes out, it's a big deal for millions of Americans. Now, SSDI or Social Security Disability Insurance is a different program, but it's just as critical. It's there for people who have become disabled and can no longer work, and it helps them maintain a basic standard of living. SSDI benefits are designed to replace lost wages due to illness or injury, and it gives recipients the ability to continue living with dignity and stability. But here's the thing: both Social Security and SSDI benefits are often not enough to cover the full costs of living, especially when inflation and rising medical expenses are considered. So when news of a financial boost like the $5,600 retirement boost check comes through, it's like a beacon of hope. A light at the end of the tunnel for many seniors and individuals with disabilities who have struggled for years to make ends meet. Alright, now let's get to the heart of today's update: the $5,600 retirement boost check. If you've been following the latest reports from the Social Security Administration, SSA, you might already know that the government has rolled out some new plans to give eligible retirees and individuals on SSDI a major boost in their monthly benefits. But here's the kicker: this new initiative is set to distribute a large, one-time boost check up to $5,600 starting tomorrow. You might be wondering, who qualifies for this check, and how do I get it? Well, here's the breakdown. First off, this new payment is being distributed as part of the government's ongoing effort to assist seniors and people with disabilities who are struggling financially. Over the past few years, we've seen inflation skyrocket, healthcare costs continue to rise, and many retirees have found themselves in a tough financial situation despite having worked hard throughout their lives. The SSA recognizes these challenges, and they've created this $5,600 check as a way to provide relief. The amount you're eligible for depends on a few factors, including your income level, your current Social Security or SSDI benefits, and whether you meet certain criteria outlined by the SSA. This isn't just an automatic boost, though. There are specific conditions that need to be met in order to qualify for the one-time $5,600 check. But don't worry, I'm going to break it all down for you. So if you're ready, let's get into how you can make sure you get your hands on this much-needed money tomorrow. So, how do you know if you qualify for this retirement boost? It's an important question, and it's the first thing you should be asking yourself when you hear about any new government benefits. The good news is that the $5,600 boost is available to both seniors receiving Social Security benefits and individuals receiving SSDI. If you're currently receiving Social Security, you're likely eligible, but there are a few things to consider. The SSA will determine the exact amount based on your benefits and whether you're already receiving the full amount that you're entitled to. If you're receiving SSDI, you could also qualify, but the calculation will be different. You'll need to meet the SSA's requirements regarding your disability status, income, and your history of work credits. The government has made it clear that they are prioritizing people who are in the greatest need, so this program isn't necessarily available to everyone who is on Social Security or SSDI. There's a means testing process, which means the SSA will evaluate your financial situation before determining whether you qualify for the full $5,600. If you're struggling to make ends meet or your Social Security benefits aren't enough to cover your costs, there's a good chance you'll qualify for some or all of this boost. But here's the thing: even if you do qualify, the exact amount you'll receive depends on several factors, including your current benefit amount and the specific needs you have. You won't automatically get the full $5,600 unless you meet the highest eligibility criteria. So if you're unsure about whether or not you qualify, it's best to reach out to the SSA directly to get more information. Now that we know who qualifies, let's talk about when you'll actually receive this check. The big news is that the payments are going out tomorrow. Yes, you heard that right, tomorrow is the day. But before you start checking your mailbox or bank account, let me clarify how these payments are being distributed. The SSA is rolling out the checks over the course of several days, so not everyone will receive their check exactly on the same day. If you qualify, the SSA will send the check to your bank account or mail it to your address. However, if you don't see the payment tomorrow, don't panic, it should be arriving shortly, so keep checking your account or mailbox. If you're enrolled in direct deposit, you'll likely receive the funds faster. If you're still waiting for your check by mail, it may take a little longer to arrive, depending on your location. But overall, the SSA is moving quickly to get these funds into the hands of those who need them most. Alright, so you're probably wondering, how can I make sure I get my $5,600 check? Great question. First, the SSA has already sent out notifications to everyone who qualifies for this payment, so if you're eligible, you should have received a letter explaining the details. If you didn't get that letter, there's a chance the SSA doesn't have all your updated information, so it's important to get in touch with them right away. Make sure your contact information, including your mailing address and direct deposit details, are up to date with the SSA. If you haven't received any communication from the SSA, you should reach out to them to confirm your eligibility and ensure that everything is set up to receive your payment. It's also a good idea to check your Social Security or SSDI account online. The SSA has an online portal where you can view your current benefit details, and they've been known to update information quickly, so you can see whether your account has been marked for the $5,600 boost. Now that you know how to get the $5,600, the next question is, what can you do with this extra cash? For many seniors and SSDI recipients, this boost could be a lifesaver. The cost of living has gone up dramatically in recent years, and many of you have been struggling to keep up with rising bills. Whether it's medical costs, housing expenses, or just day-to-day necessities, the $5,600 can make a huge difference. Some of you might want to use this money to pay off outstanding bills, catch up on credit card payments, or cover unexpected medical costs. Others might choose to save it or invest it in their future. But the most important thing is that this payment gives you a bit of breathing room, something that's especially important for those living on a fixed income. So how should you plan for it? Consider making a budget and prioritizing your most important needs first. If you have debts or essential bills that have been piling up, now might be the time to pay them off. On the other hand, If you're comfortable with your finances and have a bit of extra leeway, consider putting some of the money into savings or investments to help you build a more secure future. Alright, folks, that's all the info we have about the upcoming $5,600 retirement boost check. This is a big deal for seniors, retirees, and anyone receiving Social Security or SSDI, and I hope this video has helped you understand how it works and how you can get your hands on that money starting tomorrow. Make sure to check your mailboxes and bank accounts, and don't forget to double-check your eligibility with the SSA if you haven't received any updates yet. As always, I'll keep you posted with the latest updates on Social Security and SSDI benefits, so make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss any important information, and leave a comment below if you've got any questions or thoughts on today's news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.